We welcome you to another live edition of the Sports Box, brought to you by our sponsor, Showcase Sports in Hamilton. Showcase Sports for the elite athlete. And by our friends over at CrowdPlay. Download the free CrowdPlay app today and check them out at www.crowdplayapp.com for details. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cage My IQ. I'm your host, D-Bake. Today we will be previewing the Bellator 258 main card, which has 4 fights on here, down from the usual 5, but will be main evented by a great title matchup for the bantamweight division between Juan Archuleta versus Sergio Pettis, who is the younger brother of Anthony Showtime Pettis. But let's get started with the preview with the first fight on the card. We got a welterweight matchup between Michael Page going up against Derek Anderson on here. As you know, with this right here, we're going to the tail of the tape. We got Michael Page, who is the minus 325 favorite, and then Derek Anderson, who is the plus 220 underdog. Derek Anderson's last fight, his last loss right there, if you see a few fights ago, was against Douglas Lima. And then with Derek Anderson, his last loss was to Derek Campos. Michael Page is going to be the better striker out of this matchup. He has a 3-inch reach advantage. He's the taller fighter by 3 feet as well. He's basically the John Jones of Bellator. He's going to hit you with the legs. He's going to hit you with the elbows. He's just going to get you from all angles. He's a very explosive and cocky fighter. Unless you are able to go to distance with him and get him in some unpredictable shots, he's going to get you. Whereas Derek Anderson, he is the more clinch guy who will come and hit you with the straight right hands. He's a little bit weak with the explosiveness, but if he takes you down, that's where he excels with the ground and pound. With this matchup, unless Derek Anderson could take down Michael Page and get him with the ground and pound, I think he's going to get picked apart in this matchup. I think Michael Page is just going to hit him with the onslaught of elbows and leg kicks, and then the overhand right hand, and is just going to put a beating on him. And I think he's going to be able to take him down to the ground and go for a submission. And when he doesn't, Michael Page is going to get him with the nasty elbows on the ground. And I think eventually he's just going to wear him out. But I feel like this is going to be a second round knockout by Michael Page. I think he wants to get back into title contention, and then this is what's going to put him in that is a nice second round knockout of Derek Anderson, and then move him on to the next part of his career, one step closer to getting that championship that he wants. The next fight in the card is a matchup lightweight style between Patricky Freire versus Peter Query. This is going to be Patricky Freire's first matchup since coming out of that Ryzen Grand Prix, which saw him lose in the finals of the tournament by decision. As you can see right there, he lost by decision. But Freire's coming in as the minus 300 favorite, whereas Peter Query is coming in as the plus 225 underdog, fighting out of Ireland, whereas Freire is fighting out of Brazil. You got Freire, who's got the small reach advantage and is 2 inches small, but his nickname, the Pitbull, is for a reason, because he's ferocious. He comes in with the speed and then the power. That's what the Pitbull Bros are known for, is power, power, power. They come in with more power, and then whenever they hit you, it hurts hard. He's good in the clinch. He's good with the right hand, right overhand, and uppercut. The thing that with Peter Query that he's going to need to watch is he's able to hit the leg kicks. And he's able to mix them up with his own uppercut, and he likes to wear you out. But in this matchup, Freire has top cardio and is really quick, and then he's going to be able to get the power going. I feel like when Peter Query goes for the leg kicks, he always leaves his hands down where they should be up, protecting his face. And I feel like a defining moment in this matchup is going to be early on when Query goes for the leg kick. He's not going to be blocking his head, and Freire is going to time it right, and he's going to put a nice shot on Curly that's going to just knock him down, and then he's going to go in and finish him off with the knockout on the ground. I got this as a first round knockout by Patricky Freire, which is going to put him back in line for a potential title shot at the lightweight title that he wants to get him on the same level as his brother. Moving on to the next matchup of the fight card, which is the last matchup in the light heavyweight Grand Prix tournament. We have a matchup between Anthony Rumble Johnson going up against Jose Augusto Azevedo. As everybody knows in this matchup, this was supposed to be Anthony Rumble Johnson versus Yoel Romero. That saw Yoel Romero last week withdraw due to unknown reasons. So Anthony Johnson is facing the replacement Jose Augusto Azevedo. In this matchup, of course, you got Rumble Johnson, who's going to be the big favorite over Augusto, since he's going to be placed in here. Anthony Rumble Johnson is known for his wrestling and his power striking. He's usually going to take you down and ground and pound you, or he's going to stand up and just knock you out with the power that he has in his hands. He's fighting out Boca Raton, whereas Augusto's fighting out Paulo Afonso, Brazil. Anthony Rumble Johnson's 37 to 29 years old of Augusto. The big difference here is going to be the reach advantage with Rumble having a 78-inch reach advantage to only 73 of Augusto. Augusto trains with the Pitbull brothers, but he has not fought a guy like Rumble Johnson right now. Even though Rumble Johnson's on the outer end of his career, and Augusto is coming in with 5 straight wins, as you see right here. I think Rumble Johnson's going to use his wrestling in this. He's going to get Augusto down, and then he's going to get the ground and pound going early on. I don't think he'll finish him early. I think that will be a way of him wearing out Augusto. And then the second round, as they're standing, he's going to catch him with a nice big power shot that's just going to knock him down. But for some reason, I feel like he won't be able to knock out Augusto. But I feel like this is going to be a matchup where Anthony Johnson wins by unanimous decision. He's the guy with the most on his career. He has the most fast track in this. And with him being able to game plan for a guy like Yoel Romero and having a majority of the camp to be ready for this fight, whereas Augusto has trained, but he hasn't been training for Anthony Rumble Johnson in itself. I'm going to give the edge to Anthony Rumble Johnson, where he moves on to face Vadim Nemkov in the semifinals of the Grand Prix. And so here I have Anthony Rumble Johnson winning by unanimous decision, where I got him taking 2 of 3 rounds against Jose Augusto Azevedo. Now moving on to the main event of the evening, which we have right here. It's the Bantamweight World Championship title fight between Juan Archuleta going up against Sergio Pettis for the title right here. Moving on to the facts that we have right here. Go right here. We got Juan Archuleta, who is the champion, whose only loss was in the Grand Prix of the tournament to Patricio Pitbull Freire. And then you got Sergio Pettis, who is coming off of 3 straight wins right now as the challenger. They're pretty evenly matched up. That's why you got the champion Archuleta coming in at -165, where you have Sergio Pettis coming in at +120. They're both really great at takedown defense, and they're both really great at just defending the strikes. But one big factor here that I give Archuleta the big advantage is his speed and his cardio. He's one of the fastest guys in the division, and he's one of the best guys cardio-wise. He can last all 5 rounds and just keep on going. Sergio Pettis' cardio isn't that bad. It's just not to the level of a guy like Juan Archuleta. You got Archuleta, who is 5'7", and Pettis is 5'6". The reach advantage for Archuleta is 69, whereas Sergio Pettis is also 69. Juan Archuleta has no gym listed, whereas Sergio Pettis trains at the famous Rufus Sport MMA Academy, where he trains with Ben Askren, his brother Anthony Showtime Pettis. Tyron Woodley trains there. CM Punk trained there. There's a whole bunch of guys that train there that he can work with, which is why he has improved so much over those 2 losses. He keeps his group big so that can learn so much. Like, he works on everything, and these guys just mirror each other, just with one to defend the takedown. Like I said before, they want to defend the takedown. They want to defend the strikes so that not as a lot of strikes get him as possible. For Sergio Pettis to win this fight, he needs to catch Juan Archuleta early and try and go for an early first or second round knockout in this 5-round matchup, because as the fight goes on longer, it's going to benefit Juan Archuleta with his gas tank and his speed, because he can go, even when his striking's off, the amount of strikes that he can get off of being so fast is just astronomical in this matchup. Because as Pettis starts to slow down just a little bit, Archuleta is going to feast on him, because he knows that he's going to go all 5 rounds and he's not going to slow down. So in this matchup, I feel like the path to victory for Pettis is first or second round knockout, and then Archuleta, it's going to obviously be by knockout or by unanimous decision. And for this, I feel like there's going to be a moment where Pettis has the chance to knock out Archuleta in round 2, but I feel like he's going to narrowly miss it, because Archuleta will be able to avoid it narrowly. And I feel like with that, the fight's going to go the distance, and I feel like it's going to be 2-2 going into the 5th round. Because of that, I feel like 1 and 3 will go to Pettis, and then 2 and 4 will go to Archuleta. And I feel like Archuleta is going to come in the 5th round knowing that his gas tank is going to be just a little bit more fresher than Pettis, and he's going to take that 5th round with his striking and his speed, and he's going to avoid the shots from Pettis, and he's going to pull out the 3 rounds to 2-round victory over Pettis, and successfully defend his Bantamweight World Championship in this main event. But it's going to be a really good fight, and then Pettis is going to keep it close for the majority of the fight, and it's just going to be a narrowly edged victory for the champion. That'll wrap up my Bellator 258 preview for you, which is going to be this Friday night on Showtime. You can catch the prelims of Bellator 258 on YouTube on the Showtime portion of YouTube, or just Google Showtime or Bellator 258 prelim, and you can find them on there. And then just shift on over to Showtime to watch the main card. Like I said before, I got Archuleta win the main event. I got Anthony Johnson win. I got Patricky Freire winning, and I got Michael Page winning the opening fight of this card. So definitely check out this video and check out the rest of our stuff on YouTube. I am D-Bake. This is Cage My IQ, the best place for MMA content. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And like I said before, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you miss any content that we put out, just go to the video section of the YouTube page. We got all of our content listed on there in case you missed it. Comment on our videos what you think, and let us know what you think, and we'll get back to you. That's what we love. We love feedback on what we do and what we give to you. So let me know what you think, and then be prepared to look for the recap video anytime on Friday or Saturday after the main card gets done. But once again, my name is D-Bake. This was the Bellator 258 preview. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. See you guys.
Thank you for watching this episode of Cage My IQ on the Sports Box. Please remember to follow us on all of our social media outlets. On Facebook at Sportsbox Show, Twitter at Sportsbox Show, Instagram at The Sportsbox Show. Find us on YouTube and join Outside the Box, our Facebook sports discussion group. The Sports Box is brought to you by our sponsor, Showcase Sports in Hamilton. Showcase Sports for the elite athlete. And also our friends over at CrowdPlay. Download the free CrowdPlay app today and use promo code THEBOX at sign up for 10 free points. Thank you for joining us.